Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Sway City, where tonight we've got high school softball tournament action here on Home Country Radio KLGZ and on the Algona Radio YouTube live stream. Brian Wilson here as we are getting set for North Union and GTRA in this Class 1A regional quarterfinal matchup. Winner moving on to a regional semifinal against the winner of the game on Hometown Radio tonight between Bishop Garrigan and Fort Dodge St. Edmund. Tyler Lance has the call on that one. All right, Bernie, I know you're listening. Thank you. I'm trying to get the camera shut off there. As we are set to go here tonight, let's take a look at your starting lineups. Addie Hansen leading things off for GTRA. Shows bunt. It's quickly 1 strike to her. Addie Hansen, then Cameron Huff, Shay Wise, Bella Anderson, Olivia Anderson, Maya Wise, Tara Swideen, Taryn Deuce, and Paige Clayball the lineup for GTRA. So it swung on and missed, 1-2. 1-2 strikes. As Ainsley Ulrich, the pitcher for North Union. 20 wins on the season, 147 innings pitched. This one chopped foul, third base side. Count still 1-2. 1-2 strikes. Leadoff batter here for GTRA on a picture-perfect night for softball here in Sway City. Ulrich trying to get the first out of the inning. The windup in the pitch. Chopped foul again past third. Count remains at 1-2 strikes. Anderson from the left side, standing in. Trying to work her way aboard to start this game. Takes that one low and away from Ulrich. Count evens up at 2-2 strikes. This one popped foul on the third baseline once again. Count stays at 2-2. So the winner of this game will head to the Harlan and Hazel Rogers Sports Complex to take on either Bishop Garrigan or St. Edmund. Part of this regional tournament. 2-2. Swung on and missed. She went around on that offering. Didn't get it. And there's one down. Strikeout here for Ulrich. One away. Ulrich has a record of 20-7, 147 in the third innings pitched. Opponent's hitting 225 against her. She struck out 194 in those 147 innings. That one's a called strike to Cameron Huff, the center fielder, as Huff looked like she pulled the bat back, but that one was at the knees. There from Ulrich. No balls in a strike. Wind up in the pitch. That one's high as Huff was showing bunt once again. 1-1 the count. So these two teams were supposed to meet during the regular season, but that game got postponed early on. That one stays low. 2 balls and a strike. 1 out, nobody on here in the top half of the first inning. Cameron Huff, the center fielder, then Shay Wise, the left fielder. This one bunted out in front of home plate. Charging is the third baseman Giddings, and she can't quite pick it up. The ball squirts out of her hands. And that'll be an error here to start the game. First runner of the game, Cameron Huff. As that one there, Giddings had time had she been able to scoop it up and field it cleanly, but couldn't quite do it. Wind up in the pitch from Ulrich. Now the runner at first. This one's fouled back. 0-1 the count to Shay Wise for GTRA. Titans come in at 15-12. North Union 21-7. That one's a little bit high. County evens up at a ball and a strike. Shaylee Wise on the season, hitting .326. Wind up in the pitch. That one's in the dirt. Now the runner going to take off and go to second. Sliding in safely is Huff. There's that one in the dirt. It was a good stop behind the plate by Walders, but the throw a little bit high, and Huff able to get in safely. This one's on chop to the left side, knocked down at shortstop, but no play anywhere. A diving stop by Olivia Price, but couldn't do anything with it as the ball bounced away. It'll be an infield single. And runners at first and second now with just one away. Here's Bella Anderson, the catcher for GTRA. Junior comes in at .299 on the season. No homers, 11 runs batted in. Popped foul into the screen right in front of me here. No balls and a strike. GTRA advanced with a 14-0 win over West Bend Mallard earlier this week, back on Monday, while North Union shut out West Hancock 8-0. This one chopped slowly to the left side again. Price charges, throws to first in time to get the runner by a step. There's two down. 6-3 on the put out of Anderson, but everybody else moves up 60 feet, so runners at second and third now for Olivia Anderson. Olivia Jr. hitting .273 in the season with 20 runs batted in. Base hit here could put GTRA in front. Bunts foul. She popped that one up out of play. Quickly 0-1. No balls and a strike. Two away here in the top half of the first inning. Ulrich trying to work around a little bit of an early jam. This one swung on, chopped slowly to the third base side. The count now 0-2. Ball hasn't been out of the infield, but runners at second and third here for the Titans. No balls, two strikes. Very little breeze here in Sway City tonight. 0-2 offering from Ulrich, just off the plate away. Count of 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Ulrich ready to go with the pitch. Swung slapped foul off the press box down the third base side. The count remains 1-2 here to Olivia Anderson. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 on here at the top of the first. Wind up in the pitch. A little bit low. Count goes to 2-2.
Go 1-6, you got her.
Two balls, 2 strikes. The count evens up after Ulrich got ahead 0-2. That's in there for a called strike 3. Anderson goes down looking, and that'll do it for GTRA in the first. No runs on a hit, an error, and they leave 2. We have played through a half. It's GTRA nothing. North Union coming up after this here on Home Country Radio, KLGZ, the Algona Radio YouTube live stream.
Postseason Sports brought to you by
Greg Penning and Company, certified public accountants where everyone counts.
Dump It, commercial and residential garbage service.
Weichert Realtors, the 515 Agency.
Neil Albert Electric, flip the switch to Albert Electric.
Grassmasters, growing satisfied customers.
Erpelding Boyd and Company CPAs, they're not just about taxes.
Glenn's Green Thumb, from a small seed, something beautiful will grow.
Tom Eischen Sales, Toro, Steel, and Green Mountain Grills, your store in the country on Highway 18 west of Algona.
Where you bank matters. Hi, I'm Sherry Bacon at Security State Bank, and we're relationship bankers. We get to know our customers and understand their financial needs. We're locally owned and operated, which means family, community, and service always comes first. So come to Security State Bank. We'll treat you like family. Security State Bank in Algona, Burt, and Laverne. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Security State Bank.
Bottom half of the first inning. North Union coming up to bat for the first time. They'll have Ainsley Ulrich, Olivia Price, Briley Deem coming up. It's Ulrich in the pitcher's circle, batting leadoff tonight. Wind up in the first offering. Ulrich swings, lines this one to the left side, but fielded at second base cleanly by Maya Wise. 1 pitch, 1 out here in the bottom half of the first inning. So bring up Olivia Price. Price bats for the first time from the left side here. Junior hitting .366, no homers, 19 runs batted in on the year. Takes that pitch low and away for ball one. 1 ball, 1 strike. Lauren Huff, the pitcher circle, just an 8th grader. Record of 12-6, thrown 117 innings. 4.61 ERA. Wind up in the 1-0. That's high, 2-0. She's walked 88, struck out 75 in those 117 innings. Allowed 131 runs, 77 earned on 124 hits. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Wind up in the pitch. So popped up, foul territory, third base side. It'll get out of play. And the count now at 1-2. Or it should be 2-2, I thought. Yep, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Just underway, bottom half of the first inning, North Union and GTRA. Class 1A regional quarterfinal. The pitch. Popped foul again. 2-2 will stay. As I said, the winner will get either Bishop Garrigan or Fort Dodge St. Edmund. That'd be the regional semifinals. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Change up, swung on, chopped slowly to the left side. Price going to try to beat this one out. She will. Infield single. Addie Hansen fielded it cleanly, but that was just such a slow roller. Once it got past the pitcher, there wasn't much she could do with it. And Price aboard with the 1-out single. So trying to track down that foul ball that was hit just a moment ago. As Briley dime stands in. This one's belted to deep left field, going back and making the catch against the fence is Shea Wise. She reached up. I don't know if it had been gone, but it had been awfully close. And Wise playing deep on that ball. Like I said, I don't know if it was going to be out. It might have hit the top of the fence, but it was awfully close as she stuck her mid up right at the base of the wall there. That was a fly out to deep left field, and here's Shaylee Walders. She shows bunt, pitches low and in the dirt, and Price is going to take second base here. No chance for Anderson behind the plate. That ball was hit well, but nothing to show for it. Now runner in scoring position for North Union. Can they get the 2-out hit? Walders pops this one up foul on the third base line, out of play. Walders, a sophomore, hit .424 in the season, a homer, 21 runs batted in. His dime just missed her second home run of the season. 1-1. Change up, stays low. Nice stop behind the plate by Bella Anderson. 2 balls and a strike to Walders. Ashlyn Sobolik in the on-deck circle. Should the inning continue. 2 balls and a strike.
Come on, Shay.
Wind up in the pitch. This one swung on, ripped foul past third. Coach Price had to duck out of the way there. 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. North Union trying to dent the scoreboard first here in the bottom of the first inning. Wind up in the pitch. Stays high. And now late to steal there by Price, and she's going to take third base. They kind of forgot about her, threw it back to the pitcher, and she took off. Price now standing at third on a full count pitch to Shea Walders. Payoff pitch on the way. So one popped up left side foul territory. You should have room over there, and Deuce does for GTRA. Makes the catch, and that'll do it for North Union here in the first. No runs on a hit, no errors. They leave one. After one complete, we're tied. We're scoreless between North Union and GTRA. back after this timeout here on Home Country Radio, KLGZ, and the Algona Radio YouTube live stream.
Postseason sports on the radio brought to you by
Phil's Auto and Truck Repair, getting you back on the road.
High Point Land Company, your premier destination for land transactions.
J&J Custom Meats, located in Whittemore.
Lusher Family Dentistry, serving your family since 1965 in Algona.
Tangle Salon for all your cuts, colors, hair extensions, and massage therapy needs.
Ulrich Construction, let them do the work.
West Bend Ford, meeting your service, new and used car vehicle needs.
Hy-Vee, fill your cart, fuel your car with the Fuel Saver Plus Perks card.
The score of any game is generally forgotten over time.
But the actions of players, coaches, and fans are remembered.
Sportsmanship is an attitude that can have a positive influence on everyone around you.
In the stands and on the court.
How do you want to be remembered?
Support your team positively and enjoy the game.
And enjoy the game.
And enjoy the game.
Top of the second inning. Scoreless between North Union and GTRA here on Home Country Radio KLGZ is the first offering to Maya Wise. Low into the dirt. The second baseman for GTRA from Ainsley Ulrich. That one's to the knees. 1-1. Both teams with a chance to score there in the top half of the inning, but unable to do so. 1-1 pitch from Ulrich. In the dirt, a little bit low there, 2-1. 2 balls and a strike. Wise asking for a little bit of time here. 2-1 offering on the way from Ulrich. This one popped back towards second base. Charging is Bunkowski, throws to first in time to get the runner, one away. A little bit low throw over there. Ermitter had to maintain contact with the bag. One down as Tara Swedeen stands in, the designated player for GTRA. Ulrich gets the leadoff batter to start the frame as the ball was just out of her reach and then popped over towards second. Swedeen with a healthy cut fouls it straight back into the field behind us, and there's some standing water with all the rain we've had lately. No balls and a strike. Swedeen, a freshman, hitting .216 on the season. No homers, 8 runs batted in. Swings and misses at that offering. Quickly 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Ulrich with 1 strikeout in that first inning. Trying to get number 2 right here. 0-2 offering on the way. Swung on and missed for strike 3. Blew it by her, 2 down. That brings up Taryn Deuce, third baseman for GTRA. Sophomore hitting .086 of the season. GTRA just has 1 senior on this squad, Shaylee Wise. As Deuce takes a strike at the knees, 0-1. Ulrich looking for a quick 1-2-3 frame. A lot of freshmen, sophomores, a few 8th graders in there. 0-1. On the corner for a called strike, quickly 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Ulrich looking for that perfect frame here. 0-2 offering on the way. Fouled straight back into the screen. The count still 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. 180 feet down the lines here in Sway City. 210 to straightaway center. The 0-2 swung on and missed. Got her to expand the strike zone that time as that was a little bit off the corner. But Deuce could not lay off. It's a 1-2-3 frame for Ulrich. And the Titans will go down in order here in the top half of the second inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. After 1.5, North Union and GTRA scoreless back after this timeout here on Home Country Radio, KLGZ, and the Algona Radio YouTube live stream.
Postseason sports on the radio brought to you by
Phil's Auto and Truck Repair, getting you back on the road.
High Point Land Company, your premier destination for land transactions.
J&J Custom Meats, located in Whittemore.
Lusher Family Dentistry, serving your family since 1965 in Algona.
Tangle Salon for all your cuts, colors, hair extensions, and massage therapy needs.
Ulrich Construction, let them do the work.
West Bend Ford, meeting your service, new and used car vehicle needs.
Hy-Vee, fill your cart, fuel your car with the Fuel Saver Plus Perks card.
At Red Power, your local Case IH dealer, they want you to put the very best into your machine so you can get the very best out of your machine. Choose to use Case IH genuine parts. Only Case IH genuine parts are specifically engineered to fit and function properly with your Case IH equipment. They deliver the performance your business demands while giving you the durability your schedule depends on. So when you want to maximize your performance, go to the original Case IH genuine parts. Visit your local Red Power team in Bancroft, Corwith, West Bend, or Humboldt.
Top half of the second inning, 5-6-7 for North Union. Aslan Sobolik takes the first pitch up high for ball one. 1 ball and no strikes. Sobolik, an 8th grader, hitting .391 on the season. 4 homers, 30 runs batted in. The 1-0 on the way. This one swung on, ripped towards second base and through the legs of the second baseman, Maya Wise. Sobolik hit it hard, but that one right through the 5-hole. That'll be an error. And the leadoff runner on board here for the Warriors here in their half of the first. That went right through the legs. Wise just did not stay down. The glove a little bit off the ground there. Sobolik has stolen 9 bases on the season in 9 attempts. They show bunt. Now she's going to take off and run, and she's tagged out. No, they're going to say safe. Wow. The way he was pointing, I thought they were going to say she was out, but the base umpire pointing at something else. It must have been pointing to say she got the bag. I thought they were going to say she was out. Close play. It's Kyla Erbiter, the first baseman, standing in for North Union. Junior hitting .354. No homers, 18 runs batted in. 1-0 offering. Inside 2-0. 2 balls and no strikes. Maisie Bierstedt in the on-deck circle. 2-0. High, she laid off. Oh, did she want to take a swing at that one? But Erbiter lays off at the last second, and it's 3-0. She really thought about it, but in the end, keeps that bat back. 3 balls, no strikes. The pitch. That's at the belt for a called strike 3-1. Erbiter taking all the way there. Maisie Bierstedt and Ariana Giddings. 3-1 the count. Runner at second, the pitch. This one swung on, popped out into shallow center field. Coming on and making a sliding catch is Cameron Huff, and there's 1 away. That saved a run right there. It was a low line drive. And Huff sliding on a knee makes the catch, and there's 1 down. Maisie Bierstedt stands in, the sophomore hitting .321, a homer, 17 runs batted in. Who's going to break through and get the first run of the game? So it's swung on, grounded towards shortstop. Fielded there, the throw to oh, no, what a play. What a play by Hansen. She pump faked the throw, and she got Sobolik to take off to third and then just put the ball in her mitt and tagged her out. So fielder's choice, Bierstedt reaches, but Sobolik is tagged out, 6 unassisted. And there's 2 down. That's a heads-up play by Addie Hansen at shortstop. Yes, Ariana Giddings stands in. Giddings, a freshman, hitting .315, no homers, 16 runs batted in. So now Bierstedt over at first base, 2 away. They wind up in the 0-1. That sails high, 1-1. Marissa Nielsen on deck. Should the inning continue for North Union? Wind up in the pitch. Swung up, popped up, shallow center field. Going out is Hansen. The shortstop can't make the play. right off of her mitt. Huff, the center fielder, was not going to get there. That was a tough play there. It did graze the glove, but the official score in me would want to call that one a base hit. That was a tough play running out towards center field. She was definitely not under that ball. So I'd give a base hit there to Giddings, and here's Marissa Nielsen, the designated player. Nielsen, a freshman, hitting .255, shows bunt, pops it up down the third base line. It drops foul for a strike, 0-1. So 2 on with 2 away here for North Union. Bottom half of the second inning, no score. Class 1A regional quarterfinal round matchup. Former conference rivals in the old Corn Belt Conference. This one swung on and missed. Ball gets past the catcher. Bella Anderson couldn't handle the changeup there. And everybody's going to move up. So Bierstedt is now at third. Giddings at second. But it's 0-2 here to Marissa Nielsen. Base hit and bring in 2 for the Warriors here. Wind up in the 0-2. Chopped slowly up the third base side, but foul, and the count remains 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Warriors in the home whites, green lettered numerals, black trim. GTRA, the purple and black. Black lettered numerals with the white trim. 0-2. Another changeup, swung on a miss, but it gets past the catcher. Coming in from third base is Bierstedt. And she will come in safely there. Probably needed the slide. And so a wild pitch there. It was a changeup that was short of home plate, but Bella Anderson could not keep it in front of her. Bierstedt scores. Nielsen safe on the drop third strike. And now runners at the corners to the top of the order, and Ainsley Ulrich. Ulrich shows bunt, pulls back. One ball, no strikes, as Anderson was trying to pump fake the runner at third, Giddings, but she wasn't going anywhere. 1-0 the count. Ulrich trying to help her own cause here. 1-0 in favor of North Union. This one swung on, line out into center field. Base hit, 1 run in. Holding at third will be Nielsen. Giddings comes in to score on the base hit by Ulrich. And the Warriors making GTRA pay. So 2-0 now. A couple of costly mistakes in this inning. An error to start, but also that drop third strike would have been strike 3. Nielsen's currently at third. Ulrich at first for Olivia Price. She had an infield single her first time up. Quick meeting at the inside the pitching circle for GTRA. 2-0 in favor of North Union here in the bottom half of the second inning. So Olivia Price trying to keep this inning going here with 2 outs. The Warriors have put across 2. I imagine Ulrich will be moving with this pitch. Price shows bunt, pulls back. Heading down to second is Ulrich.
Bring him in, Liv. Bring him in. There we go, Liv. They're there.
I'm not sure what the umpires are talking to each other right now. Yeah, I'm not sure they make sure they have the right count. Should be 1-0, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, 1-0. So Price stands in. Wind up in the pitch. Chopped back to the pitcher. Huff fields it, throws to first quickly, and they retire Price and retire the side. But North Union gets 2 runs on a pair of hits, couple of errors. They leave 2 after 2 complete. North Union 2, GTRA nothing. Back after this timeout here on Home Country Radio, KLGZ. The Algona Radio YouTube live stream.
Sure, you can shop the big box stores if you just want to be a number, but if you want knowledgeable staff with personalized customer service, you need to shop local at North Iowa Appliance Center. They go that extra mile to make sure prices are competitive, and they focus on stocking high-quality, reliable appliances from trusted brands. The roots of this family business began 47 years ago, and they're still going strong today. North Iowa Appliance Center, Highway 18 East in Algona, where they sell the best and service the rest. Carrying Maytag, KitchenAid, Whirlpool, and Amana.
Postseason Sports brought to you by
Farmer State Bank, a strong history, a bright future.
Algona Livestock, sales every Monday.
American Glass, for all your glass needs, think American.
Dance Connection and Tumbling by Michelle, passionate about teaching, creative about dance.
Daylight Donuts, open early, serving freshly made donuts, rolls, and coffee.
Farm and Home Services, check their listings at farmhomeservices.com.
Holmes Animal Clinic, caring for your pets, big and small, they love them all.
Algona Frame and Auto Body, we meet by accident.
9-1-2 for GTRA as they come up, trailing now 2-0. Top half of this third inning. Quickly 1 ball, 1 strike to Paige Claybaugh. Then top of the order, and Addie Hansen and Cameron Huff. That was a little bit low. 2 balls and a strike. Claybaugh comes in hitting 109 on the season. Wind up in the 2-1 from Ulrich. Swung on and missed. Got her to expand the strike zone a bit. And the count goes to 2-2. Two pitch from Ulrich on the way. That one sails high. And the count runs full here, 3-2. As I said, the winner advances to play either Bishop Garrigan or Fort Dodge St. Edmund. Fort Dodge St. Edmund favored in that one, obviously. They're the ranked team. This one swung on and missed for strike 3. Claybaugh down on strikes. 4th strikeout already for Ulrich. That's 1 down for Addie Hansen. She was a strikeout victim her first time. Wind up in the pitch from Ulrich. Bunted out in front of home plate. Giddings charges. Fields on 1 hop. Throws to first. Not in time. Hansen beats it. As Giddings barehanded that one, trying to get it over quickly, but infield single for Addie Hansen. She's aboard with 1 away for Cameron Huff. Huff reached on a bunt her last time up. Fielded error at third base. Runner takes off for second base. Throw down is not in time. Stolen base for Addie Hansen. Good throw from Walters, but a good jump from Hansen. It's her 32nd stolen base of the year in 33 attempts. Huff then Wise. Bunted out in front of home plate again. Giddings throws to first. Not going to be in time. Runner trying to come home. Sliding in safely is going to be Addie Hansen, as she never stopped around third base. Giddings' throw was not in time to get Huff. And then Hansen comes around. The throw was on target, maybe a little bit high, but Hansen slides in ahead of a tag from Walters, and it's 2-1 now in favor of North Union. Tying run out at second base. 1 away here in this third inning. Top half of the third inning, should say. Wind up in the pitch. Sails to the backstop. Walters catches it off the screen, but Huff now to third base for the tying run. Wise reached on a single her first time up. Takes that one high and away. Quickly 2-0. 2 balls and no strikes. Bella Anderson waits on deck. Tying run at third for the Titans. That one's high and away. 3-0. Three balls, no strikes. Wise puts the bat out just to Trying to distract Ulrich a little bit. That one's right over the heart of the plate, 3-1. Some shadows across portions of the field, mostly outfield in the shadows, other than left center. This one swung on and missed. It was at the knees, and Wise couldn't get it. Now 3-2. Third base side in the third base in the shade right now, but shortstop not. First and second in the shade. Pitcher circle not. Swung on and missed. She comes all the way back and gets her for a fifth strikeout, does Ulrich. Blew it by her upstairs. Actually, sixth strikeout of the game for Ulrich. And here's Bella Anderson. She grounded out the shortstop to back in the first inning. 0 for 1. Swings and misses. Ulrich put a little bit of extra oomph on that one. No balls and a strike. Tying run at third here for GTRA in the top of the third. 0-1. Popped foul out of play down the right field line and quickly 0-2. Ulrich trying to get out of this inning with just a one run in, keep that lead for the Warriors. The 0-2. Strike three called as Anderson gets frozen on the outside corner. That'll do it for GTRA here in the third, but they get a run on 2 hits. No errors, they leave 1. We have played through 2.5. GTRA and North Union lead 2-1. Back after this timeout here on Home Country Radio, KLGZ, and the Algona Radio YouTube live stream.
The Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union encourages positive behavior.
Pride, respect, leadership, and sportsmanship on the court and in the stands. Remember what a great privilege it is to see your team compete.
Thank you for your attendance. Enjoy the game.
And enjoy the game.
Get you back in the game. This is Chris Kern, one of the physical therapists at Kasuth Regional Health Center. If an injury happens on the court, in the pool, or on the mat, or any other type of athletic event, we are ready to help. When it comes to rehab and therapy, we work closely with local healthcare providers and specialists throughout the area for a recovery plan that works for you. Best of luck to all our area athletes this season. We'll be cheering for you.
Kasuth Regional Health Center, your home for healthcare.
Bottom half of the third inning. 3-4-5 for North Union. That's Briley Dime, Shaylee Walders, and Aslan Sobolik coming up. As Dime nearly hit one out of the park her last time up. Flow out to deep left. Swings and belts this changeup out into left center field, but drifting over is Wise. She'll make the catch on the run. That one was not hit nearly as well as the first one. One pitch, one out here in the third for the Warriors. Shaylee Walders standing in. She popped out to third base to end the first inning. Lauren Huff continues to battle here. Wind up in the pitch. That one scoots in and hits her in the left foot. Hit batter will put Walders aboard with one away. Aslan Sobolik stands in, reached on an air, hit it hard. Last time went right through the legs of Maya Wise at second base. When Sobolik tagged out on the bases. Wind up in the pitch from Huff. Over at the knees for a called strike, 0-1. Kyler Ermitter on deck. Bottom half of the third inning, North Union leading GTRA 2-1. And wind up in the pitch. Stays high. Sobolik lays off. 1-1 the count. Tournament softball tonight here on Home Country KLGZ and the Algona Radio YouTube live stream. The 1-1. Popped foul out of play on the left field side. Count now to 1-2. We'll have more playoff softball tomorrow night. Algona High begins their run in Class 3A. They'll be at home tomorrow night against Sheldon. Tyler Lance will have that call over on Hometown Radio. 1-2. That's low and in the dirt, smothered behind the plate by Bella Anderson. Count evens up 2 balls and 2 strikes. Off ready to go, winds and fires. Popped foul, out of play towards the concession stand. We'll track that down before it gets to the bean field behind us. Still 2-2. Good crowd on hand here tonight. Bleachers full up either side. Wind up in the 2-2. Change up stays high. Count goes full now at 3-2.
Win this, Az. Come on. Get there, give it a rip.
3 balls, 2 strikes. Sobolik digging in from the left side. The payoff pitch. That's in the dirt for ball 4. So a walk. A hit batter and a walk now have runners at first and second with only 1 out. Kyla Ermiter stands in. She had a sinking line drive that was caught out in center fielder last time. 0 for 1. North Union trying to get a run back after giving one up in the top half of the inning. Wind up in the pitch. Change up in the dirt. Smothered by Anderson, but it's 1 ball and no strikes now to Kyla Ermiter. One and 0 the count. Got Walders at second, Sobolik at first. This one swung on, belted to left, but right at the left fielder Wise. She'll make the catch when there's 2 down. She literally didn't have to move. It was right to her. 2 down for Maisie Bierstedt. Reached on a fielder's choice for first time. Came around to score the very first run for the Warriors on a wild pitch. Wind up in the pitch. In there for a called strike, 0-1. Ariana Giddings waits on deck. No balls in a strike. 2 on with 2 away here in the bottom of the 3rd. Change up, swung on, ripped into left field. That's a base hit. Walders will move to 3rd, but she will not be sent home as Wise gets it back in quickly. First hit of the inning loads the bases with 2 away. And that'll bring up Ariana Giddings, who singled into left center last time, ended up coming around to score. Base hit here could bring in a couple. Wind up in the pitch. Popped foul out of play. Giddings would after that one might have been a bit high. She drove in her 17th run of the season earlier in this game, trying to drive in a couple here with 2 away. The base is loaded. Especially with 2 outs, runners moving on contact. Big gap out in left center field right now. That one stays high, 1-1. As Shea Wise playing towards the left field line while Cameron Huff in center playing pretty much straight away. The 1-1 offering. That's high and away, 2-1. 2 balls and a strike. As Huff gonna have to find the strike zone here. 2-1. Pitch on the way. Inside, 3-1. Now, anything out of the zone is a run for North Union. 3 balls and a strike. Lauren Huff trying to avoid walking in a run right here. The 3-1. High and away, ball 4. She did just that. Bases remain loaded. So Marissa Nielsen stands in. She struck out her last time but reached on a dropped third strike. The changeup was in the dirt. The Bella Anderson had to go right through the 5-hole. 3-1 North Union. Bottom half of the third inning. 2 away, bases still loaded. That's low. Anderson smothers that one. 1-0. Huff's been her own worst enemy this inning. She's hit a batter, walked 2, and given up 1 hit. The 1-0 offering. In the dirt. Anderson does a nice job smothering that one as well. 2-0. But Lauren Huff going to have to find the zone pretty quickly here, as anytime she's walks or runs right here. Quick timeout taken on the field. A quick meeting in the pitching circle right now. We've got Sobolik at third, Bierstedt at second, Giddings at first. Top of the order, and Ainsley Ulrich due up next. 2 balls and no strikes to Marissa Nielsen. Nielsen's walked 5 times on the season. That's in the dirt. It hops in there. It's 3-0. So she's taken at least 1, maybe even the next 2. Oh, there. Okay. Umpire was directed some comments towards the Warrior dugout about the cheer they were doing there, so wants to make sure everything's positive, nothing negative to the other team. So he said, let's shut it down right now. 3 balls, no strikes to Marissa Nielsen. And the pitch. That's ball 4. Inside and low. Bases remain loaded. Now 4-1. 4th walk of the inning. As Ainsley Ulrich stands in. This one swung out, popped up into shallow center field, down for a base hit. 1 run is in. Giddings will stop at third. Bases remain loaded. 5-1 North Union. Just the 2nd hit of the inning. And Olivia Price stands in. She chopped it back to the pitcher last time. Has also reached on an infield single. Oh, she went after a ball there. That was diving out of the zone, but she went after it. It's 0-1. 9th batter of the inning for North Union. 5-1 they lead. Bases still loaded for North Union. They're trying to bust it open right here. 0-1. High, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Still 2 outs. The windup in the 1-1 offering to Price. Change up. Ooh, that was close, but they say high, 2-1. Floated in at the eyes, dropped down after that. But when you've been missing so much, those borderline pitches probably not going to get them. 2-1. This one popped up into shallow center field. Coming in is Cameron Huff. She'll make the catch, and that'll do it for North Union here in the 3rd. But they get 3 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and they leave the bases loaded. We have played through 3 complete. It's North Union 5, GTRA 1. We're back after this time out here on Home Country Radio, KLGZ, and the Algona Radio YouTube live stream.
Postseason sports on Hometown Home Country Radio. Brought to you by
Style Salon, your salon in Algona. Create yourself.
Signworks for all your signage needs. Also printed shirts, caps, and jackets.
TAFE Wellness Center, Algona and Armstrong, keeping athletes in the game.
Billy Offerman, your State Farm insurance agent in Algona.
Lichter's Garage Door Service, a reputation you can trust.
Good Samaritan Society of Algona, senior housing and services rooted in God's love.
Schindler Lawn Care and Landscaping.
The Water Connection, from softeners to bottled water and service.
For nearly 70 years, Central Financial Group has been dedicated to helping you protect the things that matter most. We get it because we live it. From your first fixer-upper, your small business, to your new baby boy or girl, and all things in between. We are committed to providing you with the best options for all your personal, commercial, health, and life insurance needs. With offices in Algona, Emmitsburg, Wesley, or Britt, contact a Central Financial Group agent today to discuss and schedule a time to review your needs. Central Financial Group, where you belong.
Top of the fourth. 5-6-7 for GTRA. Olivia Anderson, Maya Wise, and Tara Swadeen. As Anderson pops the first pitch foul out of play off to the left. No balls and a strike. Top half of the fourth inning, 5-1 in favor of North Union. That one's just off the plate. Might have been high. 1-1 the count. 1 ball, 1 strike. This one swung on, grounded foul past third. Count now 1 ball, 2 strikes. That one's high, 2-2. The count to Olivia Anderson as a strikeout victim her first time. So the winner of this one gets Bishop Garrigan or St. Ed's. This one chopped foul past third. Still, count still 2-2 right now. That game in the bottom of the fourth with St. Ed's leading Garrigan 3-0. As that would be Friday night in Fort Dodge, should St. Ed's win. That pitch stays low to Anderson. The count goes full, 3-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Leadoff batter here in the fourth for the Titans. The pitch popped foul off to the left once again. 3 balls, 2 strikes. The count will remain. Ulrich looking for strikeout number 8. The pitch. Strike 3 called on the inside corner. Anderson down looking for the second time, and there's 1 away. That is strikeout number 8 for Ulrich. As Maya Wise stands in. She grounded out to second base her first time up. Tried to check her swing, couldn't do it. Fouls it off. Quickly down 0-1. No balls and a strike, 1 out here in the top half of the fourth inning. The 0-1. Tried to get her to chase one up and out of the zone that time, but Wise laid off. She wisely laid off. 1 ball, 1 strike, the pitch. Same pitch, same result as Wise lays off a high outside fastball there. 2-1. This one swung on and missed. A fastball at the knees that Wise could not get to. Count evens up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Wind up in the pitch. Popped foul into the screen right in front of us here. Count remains 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. The pitch from Ulrich. Swung on and missed. She got her to chase one up and out of the zone. Strikeout number 9, and there's 2 away. As Tara Swedeen stands in. Swedeen, a strikeout victim her first time. Ulrich ready to go. The pitch. It was up in the zone. Did she go around? I would appeal that, but nobody's going to. They're going to say Swedeen held back, or at least they're not going to ask. 1-0 the count. That one's low, 2-0. Two balls, no strikes. Ulrich looking for a 1-2-3 frame here. The pitch. That one on the corner, 2-1. Swedeen thought it might have been a little bit higher out of the zone, but strike called there, 2-1. 5-1 North Union in front. The pitch. That's high, 3-1. Three balls and a strike. Ulrich has not walked anybody tonight. The pitch. Swung on and missed. Count goes to 3-2. That was ball four. She went after it up and out of the zone. Count goes full 3-2. Ulrich looking for a second 1-2-3 frame in this game. Payoff pitch to Swedeen. Popped up behind the pitching circle. Going over and unable to make the catch is Olivia Price. Oh, she's mad at herself right there. She should have had that one. Just maybe didn't quite get under it enough, but that one definitely should have had. That'll be an error on North Union that keeps the inning going for Taryn Deuce. She takes that one on the corner for a called strike, 0-1. So runner at first with two away. Ulrich ready to go. The pitch. Chopped foul at home plate. Count goes to 0-2. No balls, two strikes, 2 outs, and a runner at first here in the top half of the fourth inning. North Union with a 5-1 lead. The pitch. Swung on and missed for strike three, and that'll do it for GTRA here in the fourth. No runs, no hits, and there they leave one after 3.5. Halfway home here in Sway City. It's North Union 5, GTRA 1. Back after this time out here on Home Country Radio, KLGZ. They'll go to radio, YouTube live stream.
Postseason Sports brought to you by
Feed Mill Coffee Company, your locally owned coffee shop in downtown Algona.
Cotton Grave Farm Management and Land Realty in downtown Algona. Trusted for farmland service needs since 1960.
Redding Gravel and Excavating, serving Algona and the surrounding area since 1948.
Steyr Ag Aviation, aerial and ground application agronomy service.
Lance and Tracy Ludwig, your Channel seed dealer in Wesley.
Lentz Funeral Home, someone who cares and understands.
Nielsen Trucking, your project is their priority.
JDRC to Wesley, your Whipple's seed dealer. More tournament sports sponsors.
Vasky Sales and Service of Bancroft.
Didering Brothers Farm Equipment Sales and Service.
State Line Cooperative. Real people, real pride.
Goshi Custom Cabinets of Bancroft. They'll meet your kitchen, countertop, and cabinet needs.
Iowa Lakes Community College. Your community, your college.
PMC Advantage Insurance Services. Having the advantage makes all the difference.
Sudal Tax and Accounting. Your certified public accountants.
Algona Feed Store. Home of your feed needs.
Algona Hearing Center. Better living through better hearing.
Bottom half of the fourth inning. North Union, 3-4-5 in their lineup. Riley Dime, Shaylee Walders, and Aslan Sobolik. Leading 5-1. Wind up in the pitch. Quickly, 2 balls and no strikes. This Dime is 0 for 2 with a couple flyouts to left, including one to start last inning. 2-0. That's high, 3-0. Well, Huff walked 3 and hit a batter last inning. That one's low for ball 4, so a 4-pitch walk. Riley Dime. As Walders stands in. It's popped out, and she was hit by a pitch to start last inning, came around to score. Shows bunt, takes a called strike. The runner headed down to second base, in there easily. Stolen base there for Riley Dime is one away, or with nobody out. This one swung on, chop foul, quickly 0-2. So no balls, 2 strikes. Runner at second base. Wind up in the pitch. That's low. 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes. Nobody out. Runner at second here in the bottom half of the 4th inning. This one skied out into left center field. Coming over is Huff and Wise. They'll connect, and it's Huff makes the catch in left center. One down. Sobolik stands in. One ball, there's one away with a runner on here. Sobolik has walked and reached on air tonight. One ball, no strikes. And the pitch. This one swung on, chopped foul past the first base bag. One ball, 1 strike, 1 out, 1 on. Popped up foul behind home plate, into the tree, look out in the stands. Oh, what a catch. What a catch there by the young man in the St. Louis blue shirt. No, it should be SDSU hoop, sorry. Looked like a St. Louis blue shirt. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Sobolik. That stays high, 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch. Low and in the dirt. Count goes full, 3-2. That one's on the outside corner for a called strike 3, and there's now 2 down. 2 down. It's up to Kyla Ermiter. Runner out second, still now 2 away. Change up in the dirt, nice job by Anderson to block it. 1 ball, no strikes. One 1-0. Inside and low, 2-0. Wind up in the 2-0. Chopped slowly up the third base side, foul. 2-1. 2 balls and a strike. The pitch popped up to the shortstop. Catch made there by Hanson. That'll do it for North Union here in their half of the 4th. No runs, no hits, no errors. They leave 1. We have played through 4. It is now GTRA and North Union. North Union 1, or North Union 5, GTRA 1. Back after this timeout here on Home Country Radio KLGZ and the Algona Radio YouTube live stream.
Some of the most significant power outages in recent years have been caused by severe storms. Whether it's lightning, hail, or extreme wind, don't be caught in the dark. At Murphy Farm Services, our top-of-the-line Generac or Cummins generators will automatically power your home in the event of a power loss. Financing's now available. Already have a standby generator? Call us today to get on our preventative maintenance list to ensure your machine is running at its maximum efficiency. Contact your local certified ag electrical and generator sales and service dealer. Murphy Farm Services, delivering the power you need when you need it.
When you need cash on the go, there's no need to pay a surcharge fee with MoneyPass. Iowa State Bank is proud to be part of the MoneyPass network of surcharge-free ATMs found nationwide. Look for the green and blue MoneyPass symbol on over 32,000 ATMs across the nation. Or find an ATM near your vacation spot or travel destination at MoneyPass.com. MoneyPass, another way that Iowa State Bank helps people succeed. Member FDIC.
Top half of the 5th inning. As Ainsley Ulrich goes back to work for North Union. Warriors leading 5-1. 9-1-2 here for GTRA. Paige Claybaugh, Addie Hanson, Cameron Huff. This one fouled back. Quickly 1-1. So it looks like we might have a pinch hitter here for GTRA. So we do. Shade Johnson hitting right now for the Titans. So now time asked for as home plate umpire kind of caught that foul ball there. They'll readjust here. 1 ball, 1 strike. So it swung on, popped foul out of play quickly. 1-2. Ulrich has struck out 10 through the first 4 innings. Wind up in the pitch. Swung on and missed. Make it strikeout number 11. 1 down. So Addie Hanson stands in. She singled and scored her last times. Also struck out 1 for 2. Wind up in the pitch. Popped foul out of play. No balls and a strike. The pitch. Popped foul again out of play. Count quickly at 0-2. Understands we're having some problems with the Bishop Garrigan St. Ed stream right now. Some reason our feed is cutting into theirs. This one's slapped out into shallow center field. Initially going back on it was Dime, but then she comes in, but she can't get to it. Second hit of the game for Addie Hanson. She's aboard with 1 away. Cameron Huff stands in. She's been on base twice and a bunt single her last time. But was stranded at third base. Then was back in the 3rd inning. She shows bunt, pulls back, runner heading down to second base. The throw not in time. Well, throw was a little bit low. Price had to dig it out. By the time she picked it back up, Hanson had a hand on the bag. So she's in scoring position with 1 away. 1 ball, no strikes. The pitch. Bunted out in front of home plate. Walters gets to it, throws to first, throws high, throws it away. A run coming in to score. Huff will stay at second base. Hanson comes in to score. That throw was high. Ermiter stretched as much as she could, but couldn't get it over her head down the line. The air on the Warriors makes it 5-2. And another runner at second here, still 1 out. Shea Wise stands in. She's singled and struck out. 1 for 2 tonight. Wind up in the pitch. Pop towards second. Going over and grabbing it. And underhand flipping to first base. In time is Bunkowski. Headed to third is Huff. Wise retired, 4-3, and there's 2 down. So 2 down here for Bella Anderson. She's 0 for 2, a ground out and a strikeout. Trying to get the Titans within 2 here. Ulrich trying to keep it a 3-run lead. The pitch. Chopped foul up the third base side. Quickly 0-1. No balls and a strike. Ulrich ready to go. Wind up in the pitch. Grounded sharply towards second. Gets past Bunkowski into right field. Huff comes in to score. And now throw back to first base, and they're going to tag out Anderson. She fell asleep after rounding the bag. She gets tagged out there, 9-3 on the putout, but the run counts. It's 5-3 in favor of North Union after 4.5 innings. As we will take a quick timeout. We'll come back more after this on Home Country Radio, KLGZ, and the Algona Radio YouTube live stream.
Postseason sports coverage brought to you by
Steyr Flooring, home of the Floorinator.
Jake Ingalls Electric, shockingly good service.
Thompson Sewer and Drain, septic service done right.
Electronic Specialties, North Iowa's communication professionals.
Prism Wealth Advisors, your roadmap to financial freedom.
Heartland Mutual Insurance, your trusted property insurer.
Murphy Realty and Management, serving Algona and the surrounding areas.
Cook Scrap Iron and Metal, home for all your welding and steel needs.
AMU wishes our local teams good luck in postseason play. The hard work our ball players put in is reflected in their success on the field. AMU follows the same game plan when providing great services for our customers. AMU employees work as a team to provide reliable and affordable services to our community. When you need electric, water, cable TV, high-speed internet, or telephone services, hit a home run with Algona Municipal Utilities. Community-owned for community benefit.
Bottom half of the 5th inning, 5-3 in favor of North Union. As the Warriors gave up 2 in the top half of the frame. This one popped up. Maisie Bierstedt diving into the bag, not in time there. Heads up play by GTRA trying to get that one. Was Huff on a little pop-up by Maisie Bierstedt. And Bierstedt able to reach safely. It's got kind of a Bermuda Triangle there. So a leadoff infield single. And a quick meeting in the circle for GTRA. So runner at first. As Gideon shows bunt, pulls back, takes high, 1 ball, no strikes. Gideon's a single and walk tonight. Looks like we're going to have a runner over at first base for the Warriors. So 1 ball, no strikes. As Gideon stands in, runner at first base. Nobody out here in the bottom half of the 5th inning.
Come on, kid.
Wind up in the pitch. Gideon shows bunt, takes high. Two balls, no strikes. Pitch. Gideon shows bunt, pulls back again. Count goes to 3-0. As Marissa Nielsen in the on-deck circle. This one bunted out in front of home plate. Foul. Count goes to 3-1. Three balls and a strike. This one chopped foul behind home plate. Count goes full now, 3-2. Full count. Runner at first for the Warriors, leading 5-3. The pitch. Low and inside for ball 4. Gideon's walked for the 2nd time tonight. Runners at first and second now for Marissa Nielsen. She walked, also reached on a drop 3rd strike. And get a runner for Gideon's as well. As Bryn Nickerson comes in to run over at first base. Nielsen, the designated player. Batted in the number 9 spot. As the home plate umpire getting some more information from Coach Price down at third base. So Marissa Nielsen stands in. Top of the order coming up next. High with that rise ball there. 1-0 the count.
Gotta be there, MJ. It's gotta be there.
1-0 the count. Wind up in the pitch. Bunted out in front of home plate. Touched in fair territory, and everybody's going to be safe. Oh, that's a mistake from Anderson. If she'd have let it roll, that had backspin on it. It was really close to the line. If she would have let that go, it probably rolls foul, but she touched it and then couldn't pick it up, and it's an infield single, and now the base is full of Warriors. Still nobody out here in this bottom half of the 5th inning as the Warriors trying to answer the 2 runs GTRA got in the top half of the inning. Top of the order, Ainsley Ulrich. She's grounded out and has a pair of singles to her credit tonight. Base is loaded. The pitch high for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. As Lauren Huff continues to work in the circle. 1-0. Change up in there for a called strike, 1-1. One ball, one strike. Still nobody out here in this fifth inning. Warriors trying to add to the lead once again. The pitch. Swung popped up behind first base, foul and out of play. Count goes to 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Five to 3, North Union leads, but the last time GTRA scored, North Union answered right back, trying to do it again. The 1-2. Change up in the dirt, smothered by Anderson behind the plate, 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. Pitch. High, ball 3. Count goes full, 3-2. So Huff has to bring something to Ulrich right here. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Swung on this one, skied out into shallow right center field. Coming on is Cameron Huff, makes the catch. Tagging from third, throw to the plate is not in time. Ooh, that was awfully close there at third base. Bierstedt did not get a great jump, but she slides in behind the tag. So it'll go down as a sacrifice fly as the throw was cut off by Lauren Huff in the circle. And now Olivia Price stands in. She's singled, flown out, and grounded out. So 6-3 in favor of North Union. 1 away, still runners at second and third. Wind up by Huff in the pitch. Outside, a little bit low as well, 1-0. One ball, no strikes. The pitch. Price bunts up the third base side. That is a foul ball. Heads up play there by Deuce to let it go. And we're working to get that St. Ed's Bishop Garrigan game back on hometown radio. 1 ball, 1 strike. The pitch. Price takes in the dirt. Anderson smothered that one. Might have got it with her chin. 2-1. Two balls and a strike. Bottom half of the fifth inning. North Union in front 6-3. Trying to add to it here. The pitch. Bunted up the third base side. Gets past the third baseman. Huff in the circle. Gets to it. Throws the first in time. But the run comes in to score. So a safety squeeze. So the safety squeeze there, 1-3 on the putout of Price. Brings in another run. Briley Dime stands in. Still a runner at third now, 7-3. That's Marissa Nielsen. Dimes walked and had 2 fly balls to left field. One of them was hit to the fence her first time up, but caught by Shea Wise. And she got hit by that pitch. Just inside, got her in the left arm. It's a dime, but hit by a pitch. Runners down at the corners with 2 away. And that'll bring up Shea Walters. She was hit by a pitch and scored back in the third. Has popped out and flown out. 7-3 North Union. They've built the lead back to 4. Where it was to start the inning at 5-1. Heading down to second base without a throw will be Dime. Anderson tried to throw in behind Nielsen at third. The ball kind of hit her. Bounced into left field, but no advancement was made as Nielsen had to dive back into the bag. No balls and a strike to Shea Walders. 2 runners in scoring position now. Base hit extends the lead. 0-1. Chopped foul up the third base side. Count 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. 2 outs, 2 on, and 2 in. For the bottom half of the 5th inning. Wind up in the pitch. Ripped down the left field line, but foul. And the count remains 0-2. Runners at second and third. The Warriors have answered the 2 scored by GTRA at the top of the inning. But a base hit here would bring in 2 more and give them a little more breathing room. The pitch, low and in the dirt. Nice stop by Bella Anderson behind the plate, 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes. The pitch. In the dirt, gets past. Here comes a runner from third. Nielsen's going to score without a throw. That'll make it 8-3. Dime goes to third. Still 2 away. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. That's in the dirt. Knocked down by Anderson. Bounces up the line. Coming in to score from third will be Briley Dime. And it's now 9-3. And all of a sudden the count goes full now to 3-2. Did get an update. Bishop Garrigan falls 8-0 in 6 innings. So we apologize for not being able to catch the end of that game for you folks. 3-2. Oh, Walders swung at ball 4. That was up and out of the zone. But she fouls it out of play. 9-3 in favor of North Union.
Come on, Shay.
3-2. High for ball 4. So Walders works her way aboard now with 2 away. Keeps the inning going for Ashlyn Sobolik. 9-3 in favor of North Union. Sobolik stands in. Strikeout victim her last time. Has been on base a couple times. Chops this one foul. 0-1. Sobolik took a healthy cut there. Put one out of play, could put it to an 8-run margin here. Wind up in the 0-1. Outside and low, taking off for second base. And slide it in safely as Walders. So she's at second now with 2 away. Wind up in the pitch. Swing and a miss. Sobolik had a cut at that one. She's hit 4 home runs on the season. 1-2. Lauren Huff trying to get out of this one right here. Wind up in the pitch. In the dirt. Nice stop by Anderson again. 2-2. But Huff has struggled with her control at times tonight, and it's cost her. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. 4 in for North Union here in their half of the 5th. The pitch. Swung on and missed. Sobolik went after a rise ball that she couldn't lay off. And that'll do it for the Warriors here in the 5th. They score 4 runs on just 2 hits. No errors, and they leave 1. We have played through 5. North Union 9, GTRA 3, back after this time out here on Home Country Radio, KLGZ, and AlgonaRadio.com.
Tournament sports coverage on Hometown Home Country Radio, brought to you by
Stroman Family Dental, giving you something to smile about.
Fairway Meat and Grocery. Everything's easier, fresher, and faster with Algona Fairway.
Algona Manor Care Center, your home away from home with quality care.
Rothler Electric. Don't be left in the dark.
From our homestead to yours, you'll find what you need at the Homestead Country Store.
Smithfield Foods. Good food responsibly.
Linda K's Microwavable Meals, homemade dinners to go, and catering services.
Miller Construction, proud supporter of student athletes. Postseason sports coverage brought to you by
Northwest Bank, commitment you can bank on.
Algona Dairy Queen. Check out the summer blizzard menu.
Bodie's Moonlight Garden. See them at the farmer's market.
Capacious Brothers Incorporated, Pioneer Seed.
Flipside in Laverne, open 7 days a week, dine in or carry out.
Snap-on Tools, the most valued tool storage solutions in the world.
Sportsman's Corner, your power sports headquarters for Can-Am and Honda.
Bub's Pie Shop serves delicious lunch and pie Tuesday through Fridays, 11 until 2.
Advanced Drainage Systems, our reason is water.
Top of the sixth, 9-3 now in favor of North Union as Olivia Anderson stands in. 0 for 2 tonight with a couple of strikeouts. Ainsley Ulrich has struck out 11 through the first 5 frames. 1 ball, no strikes, still Olivia Anderson. Just outside with that offering, 2-0. Olivia Anderson, Maya Wise, Tara Swedeen due up this inning for GTRA. As the Warriors got 4 runs on just 2 hits last inning. The pitch. Grounded sharply towards third, gets past the third baseman Giddings. It's going to be an infield single here for Olivia Anderson. We'll bring up Maya Wise. She's grounded out and struck out tonight, 0 for 2. Nine to 3, North Union in front. Wind up in the pitch. Popped foul, out of play. The bean field behind us here. 0-1 the count. Healthy cut, though, for Maya Wise. Light's starting to take hold. Get some clouds forming behind us, but chance of showers overnight, but nothing threatening at this point. 0-1 the count. High with that one. Walters throws in behind the runner back at first base, but nothing doing there. Ermitter smothers a low throw. 1 ball, 1 strike. Ulrich ready to go. Wind up in the 1-1. Chopped foul towards the third base dugout. 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, no outs. Runner at first. Top half of the 6th inning. North Union trying to advance to take on Fort Dodge St. Edmund. 1-2. Swung on and missed for strike 3. She got her to chase that one up and out of the zone that time. Wise down on strikes for the 2nd time. Strikeout number 12. Nine to 3. As Tara Swedeen stands in, she reached on an error last time, also struck out. Milestone strikeout there for Ulrich. I didn't hear exactly what number it was, but nice round of applause for her. No balls and a strike. The pitch high. 1-0 the count to Swedeen. Taryn Deuce on deck. Still a runner at first with 1 away. Ulrich winds and fires the 1-0. Popped foul into the screen, 1-1. One ball, 1 strike. 1 out and 1 on. Ulrich ready to go. The wind up and the pitch. High, couldn't get her to chase that one. 2-1. As I said, North Union, if they can hold on, they take on St. Ed's. Friday night in Fort Dodge as St. Ed's eliminating Bishop Garrigan 8-0. Wind up in the 2-1. Swung on and missed. Swedeen did expand the strike zone that time, and it's 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And wind up in the pitch. Popped foul out of play off to our right, and the count stays 2-2. Swedin fighting that one off. As tomorrow night, Tyler Lance just have one broadcast tomorrow night. Tyler will have the Algona softball team in their postseason debut as they'll take on Sheldon tomorrow night at Bulldog Park. First pitch at 7 o'clock. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Ulrich looking for strikeout number 13 right here. The pitch. Couldn't get it to chase. Count goes full, 3-2. Three balls, 2 strikes. Ulrich's ready to go. Swedin just getting back into the box. Payoff pitch. Swung on and missed for strike 3. Blew it by her at belt level. And there's 2 down. So Tarandou stands in. She's struck out twice tonight. Wind up in the pitch. Chopped foul. Behind home plate, quickly 0-1. GTRA down to their final 4 outs. Actually, if they can't get anything here, North Union could end it with a couple runs in the bottom half of the frame. 0-1. Lays off the rise ball, does Deuce, and it's 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Olivia Anderson still over at first. Swung on and missed by Deuce, and it's 1-2. She struck out twice tonight. Trying to avoid a third right here. Ulrich looking for a 14th strikeout. 1-2. That one's in the dirt and it hit her. Bounced in the dirt and hit her in the foot. First hit batter of the game. Still 2 away, but now 2 on for Paige Claybaugh. She's 0 for 1. She struck out. She had a pinch hitter last time that struck out as well. Wind up in the pitch. This one popped up foul. It's going to get out of play off to the third base side. Nice catch over there by one of the fans in the stands. Tosses it back into Ulrich. 0-1. No balls and a strike. Infield single and now a hit batter. Sandwiched him around a couple of strikeouts. 0-1. That's right at the belt for a called strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes. The pitch. Swung on and missed for a strike 3, and that'll do it for the Titans here in the 6th. No runs on a hit. No errors, and they leave 2. We have played through 5.5. North Union 9, GTRA 3. Back after this timeout here on Home Country Radio, KLGZ, and the Algona Radio YouTube live stream.
Introducing the new Massey Ferguson 1M Series Compact Tractor. Built for long work days and demanding jobs, it combines rugged durability with unbeatable comfort. Experience a deluxe cab, air-suspended seats, and advanced lighting that will keep you going longer. From snow removal to landscaping, the 1M Series powers through any task with ease. Learn more at masseyferguson.com or visit Carroll Implement in Laverne.
Looking for your next vehicle? Drive home happy with Chemna Auto Center, your hometown dealer for new GM, Ford, Jeep, and Ram models. Need something pre-owned? Chemna's got you covered with a great selection. Many Bravo certified, each with a multi-point inspection and limited warranty. From friendly sales and finance experts to world-class or master service technicians, Chemna's here to serve you. Stop by Highway 18 West in Algona or visit Chemna.com. Chemna Auto Center, an experience you deserve.
Bottom half of the 6th inning. North Union leading 9-3. They'll have 6, 7, 8. Kyla Ermiter, Maisie Bierstedt, Ariana Giddings coming up. GTRA had cut the lead to 5-3 after the top half of the 5th inning, but North Union answered 4 runs in the bottom half to bust it back open. As Kyler Erbiter stands in 0 for 3 with 3 flyouts. This one's lifted into left center field. Nobody's going to get to that one. It goes all the way to the fence. Erbiter around first, but she'll hold there. Nice job getting it back in quickly by Huff out in center field. Long single there for Erbiter. There's a big gap out in left center as Wise is kind of playing the line. Huff playing pretty much straight away, and that time Erbiter found the gap. Leadoff single for the Warriors. Now Erbiter will be taken down for a runner here. Rianne Leach, the 8th grader, will run. Maisie Bierset stands in. She's been on base all 3 times tonight, scored 3 times tonight. Reached on a fielder's choice and scored back in the 2nd. A pair of singles and a pair of runs scored, 1 in the 3rd and 1 in the 5th. 9-3 in favor of North Union. Bottom half of the 6th inning, trying to advance to take on Fort Dodge St. Edmund on Friday. That's high. 1 ball and no strikes. Whatever breeze we had earlier has gone away. Flag pretty limp out in center. This one's belted down the left field line. Going over and making a running grab is Shea Wise in foul territory, and there's 1 away. That was a heck of a running grab by Wise. She hit some ground to cover. Ariana Giddings stands in. She's been on base 3 times tonight. She singled, walked, and singled and walked twice, I should say. She scored twice. 1 out, or the first offering. This one dumped out into shallow left center field. It's going to go down for a base hit. Leach, the pinch runner for Erbiter, moves to second. Second hit of the game for Ariana Giddings. Now runners at first and second for Marissa Nielsen. Nielsen's also been on base 3 times tonight. 7, 8, 9 in the North Union lineup have been on base 10 times thus far. And 11 at bats. Nielsen reached on a drop 3rd strikes, also walked and singled. Bunts out in front of the pitching circle. Huff gets to it, throws to first, gets Nielsen by a step. Sacrifice, 1-3 on the put out, 2 down. But now the runners move up. And Ainsley Ulrich, chance to put this game away with a base hit here. Ulrich's flown out, singled twice, and grounded out, 2 for 4 tonight. He's also done some work there in the pitching circles. This one gets past, coming home, and scoring is Leach, the pinch runner. So that'll make it 10-3. Giddings stands at third base, and there's going to be a meeting in the pitching circle. We'll take a quick timeout. Back with more after this on Home Country KLGZ and the Algona Radio YouTube live stream.
Living in Iowa sure means we rely on our furnaces and air conditioners to keep us comfortable all year round. That's why Algona Plumbing and Heating is proud to be your local trusted Armstrong dealer. They're committed to bringing you the highest quality products in heating and cooling, and it doesn't get any better than Armstrong furnaces and air conditioners. For all your plumbing, heating, and cooling needs, give them a call at 295-5240 or stop by their Dodge Street location. Live comfortably with Algona Plumbing and Heating.
Meeting in the pitching circle is over. There's Ainsley Ulrich ahead, 1 ball and no strikes. Still a runner at third with 2 away here in the bottom half of the 6th inning. North Union trying to end things and move on to the regional semifinal. That's high, nice stop by Anderson. 2-0. Two balls, no strikes. Lauren Huff in the circle. Wind up in the pitch. Oh, Ulrich went after one up in her eyes, fouled it straight back, 2-1. Two balls and a strike. Pitch. High and away, 3-1. 3 balls and a strike. Ulrich, see if she gets up and she can handle here. Hitters count. Huff ready to go. This one swung out, popped up behind second base. Drifting out is Maya Wise. She'll make the catch. And that'll do it for North Union here in the 6th. But they had another run on a pair of hits, no errors. They leave one. We have played through 6. North Union 10, GTRA 3 back after this timeout here on Home Country Radio, KLGZ, and the Algona Radio YouTube live stream.
Kasuth Regional Health Center is your home for recovery care. I'm occupational therapist Ben Krause, ready to help you with recovery care. We work with a wide range of patients, helping them get back to the tasks of daily living and doing the things they want to do. Come home to recover with Kasuth Regional Health Center. Find us online at krhc.com or call 295-2451.
Kasuth Regional Health Center, your home for health care.
When the weatherman predicts a storm coming, do you wonder if your insurance coverage is adequate? With the ever-increasing costs of materials and repairs, now is the time to review your insurance with a licensed insurance agent at Central Financial Group. We have the tools and knowledge to clarify your current coverages, as well as run quotes from the area's top-rated insurance companies to compare coverages and affordability. Contact an agent at Central Financial Group today to make sure you're properly protected. With offices in Algona, Emmitsburg, Wesley, and Britt. Central Financial Group, where you belong.
Last chance for GTRA, trailing 10-3. Top of the 7th inning. This one popped up towards shortstop on the first pitch. Addie Hansen retired. Right to Olivia Price. Hansen had been on base twice and scored 2 of the 3 Titan runs. Popped up that first pitch. Quickly 1 pitch, 1 away. As Cameron Huff stands in. She's been on base 3 times tonight. Reached on an air and a couple of bunt, or actually reached on an air twice. Also a bunt single. Fouls that back, 0-1. No balls and a strike, the pitch. Bunting out in front of home plate. Ulrich gets to it, throws to first in time, and there's 2 down. They retire Huff for the first time tonight. And the Titans down to their final out. Shea Wise. She singled, struck out, and grounded out. 1 for 3 tonight. Quickly 2 outs. This one belted out into left center field. It's going to get all the way to the wall. Wise around first, on her way to second. It's a 2-out double for Shea Wise. And she hit that ball well. Still 2 away. Bella Anderson stands in. She's 0 for 3 tonight. Ulrich trying to end the game right here. The wind up in the pitch. Popped foul out of play. Quickly 0-1. 2 outs and a runner at second base. North Union in front 10-3. Top 7. Trying to advance to take on Fort Dodge St. Edmund Friday night. The pitch in the dirt. Knocked down by Walters, but unable to keep the runner from advancing. Wise will head to third. One ball, 1 strike. 2 outs and a runner at third base. Wind up in the pitch from Ulrich. Chops slowly towards Giddings at third. She has it. Throws to first in time, and that's the ball game. 5-3 on the putout, and the final score, North Union 10, GTRA 3. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back. We'll wrap up our broadcast right after this here on Home Country Radio, KLGZ, and the Algona Radio YouTube live stream.
Postseason Sports brought to you by
Greg Penning and Company, certified public accountants where everyone counts.
Dump It, commercial and residential garbage service.
Weichert Realtors, the 515 agency.
Neil Albert Electric, flip the switch to Albert Electric.
Grassmasters, growing satisfied customers.
Erpelding Boyd and Company CPAs, they're not just about taxes.
Glenn's Green Thumb, from a small seed, something beautiful will grow.
Tom Eischen Sales, Toro, Steel, and Green Mountain Grills, your store in the country on Highway 18 west of Algona.
Where you bank matters. Hi, I'm Sherry Bacon at Security State Bank, and we're relationship bankers. We get to know our customers and understand their financial needs. We're locally owned and operated, which means family, community, and service always comes first. So come to Security State Bank. We'll treat you like family. Security State Bank in Algona, Burt, and Laverne. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Security State Bank.
Postseason Sports on the radio brought to you by
Phil's Auto and Truck Repair, getting you back on the road.
High Point Land Company, your premier destination for land transactions.
J&J Custom Meats, located in Whittemore.
Lusher Family Dentistry, serving your family since 1965 in Algona.
Tangle Salon, for all your cuts, colors, hair extensions, and massage therapy needs.
Ulrich Construction, let them do the work.
West Bend Ford, meeting your service, new and used car vehicle needs.
Hy-Vee, fill your cart, fuel your car with the Fuel Saver Plus Perks card.
At Red Power, your local Case IH dealer, they want you to put the very best into your machine so you can get the very best out of your machine. Choose to use Case IH genuine parts. Only Case IH genuine parts are specifically engineered to fit and function properly with your Case IH equipment. They deliver the performance your business demands while giving you the durability your schedule depends on. So when you want to maximize your performance, go to the original Case IH genuine parts. Visit your local Red Power team in Bancroft, Corwith, West Bend, or Humboldt. Sure, you can shop the big box stores if you just want to be a number, but if you want knowledgeable staff with personalized customer service, you need to shop local at North Iowa Appliance Center. They go that extra mile to make sure prices are competitive, and they focus on stocking high-quality, reliable appliances from trusted brands. The roots of this family business began 47 years ago, and they're still going strong today. North Iowa Appliance Center, Highway 18 East in Algona, where they sell the best and service the rest, carrying Maytag, KitchenAid, Whirlpool, and Amana.
As we come back, final score tonight, North Union wins it over GTRA by a final count of 10-3. For the Warriors, they scored 10 runs on 9 hits. They committed 3 errors. They left 8 runners on base. Ainsley Ulrich gets the win, goes 7 innings, 3 runs on 7 hits, struck out 14, didn't walk anybody, did hit a batter, and pick it up her 22nd win of the season. For GTRA, they get 3 runs on 7 hits. They commit 1 error. They left 7 runners on base. As Lauren Huff takes the loss, goes 6 innings, gives up those 10 runs on 9 hits, but really walks and hit batters did her in, especially you look back that 4-run third inning. The Warriors scored 4 runs on just 2 hits. There were 3 walks and a hit batter in that inning, and that kind of set the tone there. But 10-3 the final score. North Union got out first, scored 2 runs in the second to take a 2-0 lead. GTRA got a run back in the top half of the third inning and made it 2-1. Then the Warriors answered with 3 in the bottom of the third and made it 5-1. Titans got 2 in the top of the fifth, made it 5-3. But then North Union busted open 4 in the bottom of the fifth, and then 1 in the top, 1 in the bottom of the sixth to make it a final score of 10-3. North Union advances. They get the win tonight. They move on to the regional semifinals. They will take on Fort Dodge St. Edmund. That'll be Friday night in Fort Dodge. I believe Tyler Lance plans on calling that one for you on a Friday night. As the Warriors will play at the Harlan and Hazel Rogers Sports Complex. They'll take that record of 22-7 in. And it's Fort Dodge St. Edmund who comes in with a record of 23-10. But as I said, the Warriors win it by a final score of 10-3 tonight. Got to thank all of our postseason sponsors. Big thanks to our streaming sponsors as well, helping us get this game on the video tonight. And like I said, we apologize for what happened with the St. Ed's Garriga game, not sure exactly what happened there with why the stream switched through the middle. No idea. That's beyond my capabilities to determine what happened there. But like I said, we'll try to figure out, make sure that doesn't happen again. But 10-3, the final score here from Sway City. North Union advances to play St. Ed's coming up on Friday night. My name is Brian Wilson. This has been a sports presentation of Home Country Radio KLGZ and the Algona Radio YouTube live stream.